Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
What's happening, beautiful people? How is everyone doing today? Let me know how you're doing in the comments box below. Today, I want to talk to you about 5 facts about Forex trading, guys. But first, for the ones of you that don't know me yet, my name is Andrew, and for the last 10 years, I've worked in many retail and institutional Forex brokerages in Europe. Join me in this fantastic journey and find out the secret corners of Forex trading from top industry specialists. Learn what most Forex brokers don't want you to know by watching our daily broadcasts. And if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel and support us in delivering more great content. I'll give you exactly 30 seconds to absolutely smash that subscribe button below. And then we get started. 5 facts about online trading coming up. Right, and here we are, beautiful people, with 5 facts about online trading. There's been a lot of misconception about online trading. And online trading is available to the retail trader. It started being available to the average person about 10 years ago, guys. So let's see, what are the 5 facts about online trading in 2021? Number 1, guys, online trading is not gambling. It has nothing to do with gambling. Speculative trading and gambling are 2 separate things. Do not treat your trading account like you treat the slot machines, guys. The probability of you blowing up account after account and losing a small fortune is huge. So, online trading is actually based on events that happen around the world. Every country, every day is announcing data in the economic calendar. You need to know what an economic calendar is, where to find it, and what to look for. Okay, so for example, this Friday we're gonna have the non-farm payroll, guys. Okay, which means the amount of jobs that have been offered to the population in the United States in the past month. Okay, apart from government jobs and farm jobs. Okay, that will definitely impact the US dollar. So online trading is not gambling. It has to do with the information that comes from around the world, accumulated with the technical analysis and where the central banks, where the governments want to keep the exchange rate, for example. Okay, so it has nothing to do with online gambling. Number 2, guys, online trading is regulated. Believe it or not, in most countries, you have a central authority that regulates the financial markets. This does not mean you have to let them do the job for you. The best regulation out there, guys, is self-regulation. You need to be aware. You need to know what goes on. You need to know what to stay away from. But online trading is regulated. Number 3, guys. And here I'm going to talk to you a bit more in depth about it. Online trading can provide secondary income if done correctly. That is correct, guys. I've been involved in the financial markets for the last 10 years. I spoke with thousands of people, tens of thousands of people along my 10 years of career. Some of them made a fortune in the financial markets. Some of them lost a fortune in the financial markets. I've learned from their mistakes, and I've learned from my mistakes as well. And today, I'm passing out the information to you. So, online trading can indeed provide secondary income if done correctly, guys. Think of it this way. Wealth is generated over the long run. Okay, don't chase 2 rabbits. Don't chase 3 rabbits, guys. Don't try and make a fortune by Friday with only $500. You will blow up your account 99%. Okay, and if you get it right, that 1% is pure luck, guys. Has nothing to do with knowledge, with experience, okay, or with anything else that professionals use. Okay, it's pure luck. So give yourself the time of day to learn before you start trading. Look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the movement that happens on the Euro USD chart on a 1 minute time frame, guys. You don't care about it. You shouldn't care about it because you're not a bank or a hedge fund. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Where is the euro going on the long run? Where is gold heading for the long run? Where is the oil price going for the long run? What are the signals from the markets for the long run? Because no one can tell you what's going to happen in a few minutes or in a couple of hours. But a central bank, the European Central Bank, for example, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or the Federal Reserve, can give you a hint on where they want certain assets to be and why and under what period of time. So do it correctly, guys. Online trading can provide the secondary source of income if you do it the right way. Now, let's move on to number 4, guys. We only have 5 things to talk about today. Online trading is risky. Yes, it is risky, especially if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you're being sold a dream, being sold an idea that you might make a small fortune, okay, in a couple of days with little to no knowledge about the financial markets. So yes, online trading is risky. You might blow up an account or 2 until you get it right. But you will get it right eventually because you are learning from mistakes. You are learning on the go. There is a learning curve. Okay, there are no shortcuts when you're learning how to trade. Okay, think about it this way, guys. Some people spend at least 4 years in uni to learn about the financial markets. How do you think you can learn about the financial markets in only a couple of days? You can learn the basics, but there's much more to it. And finally, guys, the last but not the least, the number 5, online trading is worth a shot. This is the conclusion. But do it the right way. Learn about regulation. Learn about what moves the markets, guys. It's very, very important. Learn about the bigger picture. And then dip your fingers, dip your toes into the water. Not too deep, though, and see how it goes. It is definitely worth a shot. If at least once in your lifetime you played the lottery, if at least once in your lifetime you're gambling in sport betting or horse racing or football or something like that, give forex trading or online trading a shot, but do it the right way, and the results might surprise you. This is it from our side today, guys. If you want to hear more about online trading, cryptocurrencies, stocks, indices, forex, and more, do contact us on instructfx.com, info@instructfx.com, or my direct email, guys, thechartwhisper@gmail.com. Let us know if you're struggling with anything. Let us know what you're struggling with, and we will do our best to help. This was it from my side for today, guys. Stay tuned. We're coming back live in 30 seconds with the US markets open.
Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Boom, and we're live. What's happening, beautiful people? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe, and welcome everyone to our live stream. How is everyone doing this afternoon? Let me know how you're doing in the comments box below, guys. And if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. It does help us a lot. Don't be haters, be supportive. Now let's get down to business and see what is happening in the markets today, Wednesday, 3rd of February, 2021. US indices are seen opening higher today once again, but shy in comparison to yesterday's rally. GameStop share price falls 80% in 24 hours in what looks like a modern pump and dump. Crude oil futures rally again ahead of the crude oil inventories, pushing oil price well above the $55 mark. Google stock price rallied over 7% today in pre-market trading after yesterday it reported the fourth quarter earnings well above consensus expectations. PayPal, eBay, and Qualcomm are expected to report today after the closing bell. And Bitcoin, guys, rallies once again, gaining $1,000 in the last 24 hours and currently trading around the $36,350 mark. US trading session coming up. Right, and here we are, beautiful people. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Wednesday, is the Crude Oil Inventories Day, and we're 2 days ahead of the non-farm payroll for February. Now, I'm going to start today with the news about, with the hottest news, basically, about the hottest topic. GameStop's giant bubble deflates further after 27 billion root. This is what happened, guys, in the last 24 hours with this modern pump and dump that was all over the news in the last few days. So GameStop Corporation shares continue their rapid fallback towards Earth today, with last week's massive peak becoming a distant memory. The stock listed on Germany's Tradegate venue fell to 71.99, implying a drop of about 20% from yesterday. GameStop, the poster child for Redditors looking to squeeze short sellers, plunged 60% yesterday and has now erased more than 27 billion in market value from last week's intraday high of almost $500, guys. $483 was the share price last week. Several other favorites of the Reddit community include the movie theater chain AMC Entertainment, and the clothing retail Express Inc. also tumbled, with AMC falling a further 12% in early trading on Tradegate. GameStop's rapid retreat has coincided with a sharp reduction in short interest after bearish investors appeared to cover their positions. That has loosened the squeeze on the stock caused by day traders who use the Reddit forums to toot and beat up out of favor stocks. That also included American Airlines and BlackBerry. GameStop has now given up more than 80% of the sharp gains that were fueled by last month's attack on short sellers. Even with the latest pullback, however, the Grapevine, Texas-based retailer is still up 377% year to date based on the most recent closing values. Billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban told Reddit investors on Tuesday morning to hold on their GameStop stocks if they could afford it. I like Mark Cuban. Very, very, very brave statement. If you can afford to hold back the stock, you hold. I don't own it, but that's what I would do. The 62-year-old wrote on Reddit during an Ask Me Anything session to discuss investment strategies. So this is what happened with Reddit, guys. And if we look at the charts, you're going to see how Reddit performed in the last few days. There you go. This is a modern pump and dump. This is how a modern pump and dump looks like. Yeah, when a bunch of traders pump the price of a stock, and then they close their positions once in tremendous profit, and they cause the dump. Yeah, they literally dump the stock after that. So what happens in times like this? Usually the stock comes back to its initial values. In this case, it might be a bit more complicated, guys, because the entire world knows about this modern pump and dump. Yeah, how some analysts call it, including myself. So it is very interesting what's happening, but this might cause traders to lose sentiment, to lose lose confidence, lose trust in the company. So the share price this time might go even lower than what it was last week or a couple of weeks ago. Now, let's move on to the economic calendar, guys, and see what is happening on the markets today. We had quite a busy day in the economic calendar. We started nice and early. Let me just sniper these pop-ups. There we go. So, from 10 o'clock GMT plus 2, guys, from European markets open, we had the ECB monetary policy statement that opened the markets, and we saw a bit of movement then. Then what followed? We had quite a few announcements. The Spanish services PMI, Italian services PMI, French services PMI, and German services PMI all announced between 10:15 and 10:55 GMT plus 2 today. Two of them came out positive. Two of them came out negative. The Italian and French came out positive. The Spanish and the German came out negative. After that, we had another press conference from the ECB. And then we started the announcements in the Eurozone, guys. Market composite PMI for January came out positive. Services PMI in the Eurozone came out positive. Right, half an hour after that, we had the composite PMI and services PMI on the British pound, which again, both came out in green, better than what economists have predicted. And at lunchtime, guys, we had the Italian Consumer Price Index, which came out at 0.5%. No forecast was given on this one. And then we had the core CPI in the Eurozone, which surprisingly, both of them came out green. However, the euro tanked all day today during the European trading session. Let's see what's going to happen after the U.S. trading session, guys. We are only 12 minutes ahead of the U.S. Trading session. Let's see, will the euro and the pound rebound today, or are they going to continue the sharp drop on the back of a strengthening dollar? Now, in the afternoon, guys, we had a very, very important announcement at 15 minutes past 3 o'clock GMT plus 2, which was the ADP non-farm employment change, which came out at 174,000 versus an expectation of only 49,000. This is usually a good indication for the non-farm payroll that will be announced on Friday. I'm going to have a live webinar on Friday a bit earlier than usual. It's going to start at 3 o'clock GMT plus 2, okay, which is 1 o'clock London time, as the non-farm payroll data comes out at 3:30, 1 hour ahead of the U.S. trading session. So join me on Friday 1 hour earlier. Yeah, instead of 4 o'clock GMT plus 2, make it 3 o'clock GMT plus 2. Now, in 26 minutes from now, guys, we're going to have a lot of announcements. The same announcements, basically, that we had in the Eurozone today will be announced on the US dollar side. Market composite PMI and services PMI will be announced in 26 minutes. And in 41 minutes, we're going to have the ISM non-manufacturing employment, which, again, gives us a bit of insight on what's happening with the U.S. economy and the job sector. Now, at 5:30, guys, exactly 1 hour from now, we're going to have the crude oil inventories. Brace, because this upward trend that we saw in crude oil prices today might turn around when this announcement comes out. This is what happens sometimes. All right, later on in a couple of hours from now, we're going to have the a press conference. The vice president of Germany will hold a press conference. Probably he will address the lockdown measures which were announced by Germany a few days ago. And at 2000 hours and 2100 hours GMT plus 2, we're going to have two FOMC members holding a press conference. So once again, expect a bit of volatility on the US dollar and on oil this afternoon. Now, let's not forget, it's the earnings season, guys. We still have big names announcing. Yesterday, we saw Google announcing, which beat all the expectations. And I'll give you some more insights on the Google share price in a few minutes. But let's see what's going to happen today, guys. So we're going to have PayPal announcing Qualcomm and GSK as the biggest ones. Also, eBay will announce as well after market close. So from PayPal, what do we expect today? The forecast is for earnings per share of 99 cents, 99 and a half cents. Okay, almost $1 a share for PayPal, and a revenue forecast of $6.08 billion. Yeah, which is going to take the market cap of the company to $292.44 billion. Yeah, with Qualcomm, we expect 2.1 earnings per share forecast with a revenue forecast of 8.24 billion. Once again, big. And I mentioned eBay a second ago. From eBay, the forecast for earnings per share is below $1, 0.82 cents, almost 0.83 cents, and the revenue forecast is somewhere around 2.7 billion. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to give you more data in just a second. Now, let's see how the markets will open today. What is the prediction from investing.com? U.S. stocks are seen edging higher today, helped by strong earnings from tech giants Amazon and Alphabet, which is Google, as more progress towards an additional stimulus package. Let's not forget, guys, the stimulus package is still not in place. Now, Joe Biden, the new U.S. elect president, picked off where Donald Trump left it. Yeah, remember, Donald Trump did not manage to persuade the government to approve the stimulus package. So now let's see, what will Joe Biden do? If he manages to make them approve this, then obviously he won in front of Donald Trump. At 7:05 a.m. Eastern Time, the Dow futures were up 21 points, or just 0.1%. The S&P 500 futures traded 0.4% higher, and the Nasdaq 100 futures climbed about 90 points, close to the 1% mark, 0.7% respectively. Strong quarterly results from tech. Amazon and Alphabet yesterday have helped the tone. So we saw the S&P and the Dow and the Nasdaq closing slightly higher yesterday. Now, Google parent Alphabet topped sales expectations for its advertising and cloud businesses, helped in part by the pandemic, resulting in its stock climbing over 7% pre-market today. Online retailer Amazon reported quarterly sales above 100 billion for the first time, but its stock move was tempered by the news that the highly respected CEO and the second richest man on earth, Jeff Bezos, was stepping down from the CEO role of Amazon. Now, helping the positive tone was also the news that Democrats have taken the first steps in Congress towards advancing President Joe Biden's proposal of 1.9 trillion COVID aid plan without Republican support, opening a debate on a fiscal 2021 budget resolution. The idea of this COVID relief plan has helped buoy stock markets over the last couple of months, but it had run into opposition from Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill over the size and nature of the spending proposed. Meanwhile, the recent retail given market turmoil, which resulted in sharp gains for heavily shorted stocks like GameStop, appears to have fizzled out amid the trading restrictions from major brokers. More companies are scheduled to release results today, guys, with earnings due from AbbVie, Biogen, and GSK before the opening bell, as well as chip maker Qualcomm, e-commerce giant eBay, and online payments company PayPal after the market close. So if you want to trade eBay, PayPal, or Qualcomm, guys, you're going to have to position yourselves on the markets today after the opening bell, and just hang in there till tomorrow. Okay, this is how you trade the earnings season, and hopefully they will do well, and the markets will open with a gap towards the upside, sending your positions straight into profit. This is how many traders trade the earnings season. Now, what's happening else? Oil prices traded slightly higher, just slightly higher. They rallied today, guys. Yeah, trading is close to $56 mark. After hitting one-year high on 55.26 yesterday, the international benchmark Brent contract rose 0.3% to 57.97 after earlier climbing to 58.05, its highest in more than 11 months. Elsewhere, gold futures rose 0.2% to 1,836.50, while the Euro USD traded 0.2% lower at only 120.16. This is what is happening so far, guys. Let's do something. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we're coming back live with top 5 things to know in the markets, and I'll give you the stocks of the day, and then we're going to move on to the charts of the day and the signals of the day. What do you say? All right. We're only 5 minutes away from the U.S. markets open. Stay tuned. We're coming back live in 30 seconds.
Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back, guys, with top 5 things to know in the markets today. Number 1 on the board, guys, is not the stimulus, not the GameStop scandal, not the Bitcoin. It's Jeff Bezos, guys. So Bezos bows out on a high. This is the headline. Jeff Bezos, arguably the most influential man in global business over the last 30 years, is to step down as CEO of Amazon. He will be succeeded by Andrew Jassy, the head of Amazon Web Services, the division that accounts for most of the group's profits. The succession symbolizes how the company has moved away somewhat from its original e-commerce roots. Bezos made his announcement as Amazon delivered another forecast-crushing set of quarterly results, cashing in heavily on trends to online shopping and remote working that have been mildly accelerated by the pandemic. Revenue rose 44% on the quarter, while profit more than doubled. The stock fell 0.1% in pre-market trading, perhaps mindful of the increasingly challenging regulatory outlook that will face Jassy. Now, indeed, Jeff Bezos did an amazing job in the last 30 years, guys. But if he's gonna get a divorce once again, I think he's going to become the 4th or the 5th richest person on earth, then just a second. Number 2, guys, breaking news from Italy. Very, very interesting news. The return of Super Mario. No, we're not talking about the game, guys. We're talking about Mario Draghi. That will be asked by Italy's president, Sergio Mattarella, to form Italy's next government. If he agrees, it is expected that he would form a cabinet largely of technocrats until next elections, which are scheduled for May 2023. Draghi will need promises of support from Italy's main parties, many of which have been critical of him in the past for pushing a reform agenda advocated by the European Commission. However, his high standing in financial markets as former European Central Bank president, guys, gave a clear boost to Italian stock and bond markets, which prefer the idea of a Draghi government to the infighting that led to the collapse of the last one, basically. Right, by 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the Italian FTSE was up 2.7%, while the spread between the Italian and German benchmark 10-year bonds was down 10 basis points at 105, its lowest since 2016. So Mario Draghi, the former ECB president, will get involved in the Italian government in hopes to save the economy or bring the economy back on track. Number 3 on the board, guys, Wall Street set to open higher. PayPal, Qualcomm will report. Hey, we spoke about it a minute ago. U.S. stock markets are set to open higher today, albeit not with the energy which saw them post gains of over 1% yesterday. Yes. Now we're going to move on to number 4 on the board, guys, which was already announced. ADP jobs report due. The warm-up act for the monthly payrolls report already happened when the ADP gives its estimate of private sector hiring in January. Now, we already saw the numbers, guys. We're going to have a look at them once again. 174,000 for the ADP non-farm employment change, way from the 50,000, 49,000 expected, predicted by consensus. Now, this is it. Number 5 on the board, EIA inventories to underline oil market tightening and OPEC meets. The U.S. government will release official inventory data for last week, a day after the American Petroleum Institute reported a surprisingly sharp drop of over 2 million barrels in crude stocks. Right. Now, elsewhere, Chinese crude stocks have also fallen to their lowest in a year, Bloomberg reported. And the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries Joint Technical Committee said yesterday that it expects world stockpiles to fall to their 5-year average by the middle of the year. That's been its quantitative objective in keeping supply off the market since the pandemic exploded last spring. OPEC's Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee is expected to decide against any immediate changes to output when it meets later. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to balance the oil markets. Now, let's see where they are trying to balance it, at the 55 mark, at the 60 level, or at the 65 level. Right. Now, what did I promise you guys? We're going to have a quick look at some stocks, the stocks of the day, basically, to see what is happening in the market. So we're going to start with Amazon, which rose 2.5% after Jeff Bezos announced he was standing down as CEO. This has taken the loss of more stronger earnings, which saw the e-commerce giant report its first 100 billion quarter. Oh my God. Right. Google stock rose 7.7% after Google's parent topped quarterly sales expectations for its important advertising and cloud businesses, helped in part by the pandemic. Chipotle, guys, for our US viewers, but not US traders, because you cannot trade in Europe if you reside in the US. Stock fell 2.8% after the burrito chain missed estimates for quarterly profit, hurt by extra costs released to keeping its business running during the pandemic. Fair enough. Amgen, on the other hand, fell 2.5% after the biotech company disappointed with its 2021 earnings guidance, even after reporting better than expected quarterly profit. Remember, guys, is that statement that usually happens after the company releases the estimates. They're going to tell you what's the 6 months plan, what's the quarterly plan, and what's the yearly plan probably. So it will weigh a lot in investor sentiment. Right, Spotify, guys, fell 7% after the streaming giant offered the conservative outlook for the current year, saying the pandemic may have pulled the forward signups. It reported 155 million paid subscribers for its premium service. Right, Sony dropped 6.9% after the Japanese conglomerate raised its full-year profit outlook by 1/3, helped by pandemic-fueled demand for games, movies, and other content. Biogen fell 3.9% as the company said its profit came in below expectations for the latest quarter. GSK fell 4.5% after the drug maker forecast 2021 profit to fall by a mid to high single-digit percentage. It added that its plan to split into two businesses was on track. Right, what else? Apple stock rose 0.2% following a media report that the iPhone maker will invest $4 trillion, which is $3.6 billion as part of a collaboration with South Korean car maker Kia Motors on making electric vehicles. Kia Motors stock also jumped 14% in local trading. And GameStop, guys, and AMC Entertainment. Hang on to this one. GameStop fell 1.3% pre-market after tumbling 80% overall. AMC Entertainment dropped 2.4%. Costs rose 28%, and Bed Bath & Beyond stock rose 1.4% as the social media-driven trading volatility continued, although not to the same degree. Okay, so this is what's happening with some important stocks today, guys. We are already 3 minutes into the US trading session, so I'm not going to delay it anymore. Let's have a quick look at the charts of the day, guys. See what is happening today on the markets. We're looking at crude oil WTI futures on a 60-minute chart. 55.47, almost 55.50 for crude oil WTI after a tremendous rally that lasted for the last 24 hours at least. There is potential to the upside. We see the RSI and the stochastic crawling into the higher section of the chart. Okay, we might see crude oil pushing even higher, but usually, guys, after a rally like this, okay, you might see a bit of a pullback. So when the crude oil inventories will be announced in less than 1 hour from now, don't be surprised if you're going to see a bit of a pullback from crude oil. Yeah, testing the 50 moving average, or who knows, even lower than that. Okay, it might shoot up, but after a rally like this, there must be some kind of a pullback. We're going to see what the signals say in just a minute. Moving on to the Euro-US dollar, the most traded currency pair in the world, guys, which has been tumbling since the beginning of the year, basically, since beginning of January. Okay, still tumbled some more today. We saw it retracting a bit. We see a retest as we speak of that 20 MA, 120.31 for Euro USD this afternoon, with the RSI and the stochastic trading somewhere in the lower part of the chart, not indicating any potential for a change in the uptrend as things stand right now. Now, the pound followed the euro more or less, dropping today. We see a bit of a rebound. We see a retest of that 50 MA to the upside, 136. 666, 136 for the pound this afternoon. It is pushing higher. We might see a retest to the upside of that 200 MA of that red line over there. But the RSI does not give us a lot of confidence. It's still trading in the lower part of the chart. And when this happens, usually this implies a bit of weakness in the market. Moving on to USD JPY, guys, which advanced but shy today. It's making a U-turn as we speak. 104.99, 105 on the dot for USD JPY this afternoon, with the RSI and the stochastic pointing downwards. We might see a retest of this 200 MA to the downside at 104.48 roughly. Okay, if this downward movement continues. Now, the Aussie dollar, guys, which took a beating recently, just like the euro and the pound, is showing a bit of strength this afternoon. It probably had enough of dropping. 0.7620 as things stand right now, and it might push a bit higher towards the 0.7658. Okay, that's where the 200 MA is. USD CAD, on the other hand, again, USD seems to be losing a bit of losing strength. Today, yeah, we can look at the last few candlesticks and we can see the spikes, guys, up and down, which usually signals a lot of uncertainty on the markets. There is a big fight between buyers and sellers. Yeah, look at the last candlestick, guys. Look at the last red candlestick that you see right now. Okay, tremendous fight between buyers and sellers as things stand right now. We see the RSI not really going above the 50% mark, okay, which might indicate a bit of a downtrend. Okay, so we might see a reverse of the situation with the euro and the pound hopefully strengthening a bit after the drop, and the US dollar weakening a bit after the recent rally. Let's see how the S&P 500 opened today, guys. We see it opening to the downside as things stand right now. No, to the upside. Sorry, my bad. The red candlestick that closed yesterday closed at 3825.53. And today it opened at 3830.54. So we have a positive opening on the S&P, however, very shy in comparison to what happened yesterday. Yeah, this was the gap that happened yesterday. You can see huge gap. All right, let's see the Dow again. For the Dow, we see a negative opening today. It opened to the downside, okay, because it closed there yesterday. And this is more or less it opened at the same level, but it's pushing towards the downside as we speak, with a retest of that 200 moving average. Now, the dollar index, guys, again, it's still in an uptrend. We're gonna wait for a confirmation for a double top at least to happen on the US dollar index. It seems to be happening as we speak, but I need more confirmations. We see the RSI and the stochastic turning around, still trading in the upper part of the chart, indicating an uptrend, which is right now, but it is starting to lose momentum. 91.13 for the US dollar this afternoon, with the stochastic pointing downwards, indicating that it's ready to drop, and the RSI pointing downwards as well. Gold futures are trying to gain a bit today. $1,840.45 for gold futures this afternoon, with the RSI stochastic pointing upwards. But still, the price is subdued by that 200 MA and by the strength that we saw in the US dollar in the recent days. Light crude Brent oil futures, guys, again, they're rallying $58.45 this afternoon for Brent oil futures. They tend to rally after the US opening, which happened about 10 minutes ago, guys. Wow, what a boost. Look at the RSI and the stochastic, way up there, way into the overbought levels. Let's see what's going to happen once the crude oil inventories will be announced in 45 minutes from now. Silver, guys, is calming down after the big rally supposedly caused by the Reddit crowd. Okay, the Wall Street bets. Okay, again, another, I don't know if I can call silver a pump and dump in this case, but what's a fact is that the price is coming back to its previous values, to its original values. Okay, $26.94, and by the looks of it, okay, it's looking to trade a bit lower than that. So things are calming down. The Reddit scandal is over, at least on the markets. Okay, we have a lot of investigations going on, but at least it's not affecting the markets for now. Looking at Bitcoin, guys, which was gaining a bit today. It gained about $1,000 in the last 24 hours, currently trading at $36,467. Okay, we saw a bit of a rally today in the last few hours. And as things stand right now, we might see a double top there. We might see a bit of a pullback. Okay, so Bitcoin might lose a bit of ground. I still think, my humble opinion, guys, I still think Bitcoin took off a bit too fast. Okay, a bit too fast. Expect a bit of a pullback. It's very, very volatile. And Ethereum, on the other hand, just like the Bitcoin, seems to be doing well after another rally today. It is pulling back slightly now. $1,541 for Ethereum on Bitbox. Okay, we see it doesn't really have power to shoot higher, at least for now. Let's see what's going to happen from here. Now, let's have a quick look at the signals of the day, guys, and see how investing.com sees the markets this afternoon. There we go. Just what I was telling you a few minutes ago. The euro and the pound opened with strong buy recommendations on a 5-minute and a 15-minute chart. Okay, even though the daily and the hourly for the euro still remain a strong sell. The USD JPY pair has 3 strong sell indications, but the daily remains a buy. USD CHF, the markets did not settle yet. We see a strong buy indication on a 5-minute chart, hourly and daily, but the 15 minutes remains neutral. The Aussie dollar, guys, strong buy indication on the Aussie dollar on the small time frames. So after the big drop, we might see the Aussie dollar pulling up a bit. The signals are changing as we speak. Euro GBP is in a strong sell on all 4 time frames. The USD CAD just turned into a strong sell 10-15 minutes into the US trading session. And the Euro CHF so far has a strong buy indication. The pound versus the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc, guys, once again, strong buy indications, especially against the CHF, the Swiss franc, with 4 strong buy indications on all 4 time frames. Right, let's have a quick look at commodities, see what's going on this afternoon with commodities. Mixed sentiment, apart from a very bullish market on crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil, guys, which indicate 4 strong buy positions. Gold and silver indicate more of a sell than a buy. Copper is really, really undecided. The daily remains a strong sell, but now the indication is neutral. So they're still waiting for the markets to calm down. Natural gas has a strong sell indication on 3 of the 4 time frames with a strong buy on a daily. And US wheat, guys, is tumbling for the 3rd day in a row with all red on the charts, all strong sell indications. Now, quick look at US indices, guys. Let's see what is happening with the indices on Wall Street today. NASDAQ 100, 4 green for the NASDAQ, positive opening, okay, and positive hopes. NASDAQ, the big NASDAQ, again, 4 green for the big NASDAQ with 4 strong buy indications. The S&P and the Dow apparently open to the downside, or they're tempted to go more towards the downside today with a sell and a strong sell indication on a 5-minute chart. The daily remains a buy and a strong buy for both of them, so we might only see a bit of a pullback as things stand right now. The Russell 2000, guys, the small cap 2000, again, has buy and strong buy indications on all 4 time frames, as well as the DJ Transportation. Right, this is it, guys. This is what is happening with the markets today. Give the markets the chance to calm down. Okay, they still need a bit of time to calm down. Keep an eye on the economic calendar, guys. Don't forget what follows in the next 45 minutes. We're going to have the crude oil inventories, and at 2000 and 2100 hours GMT plus 2 FOMC members will hold a press conference. So we might see even more volatility on the US dollar. Let's see what's going to happen. Friday, guys, is the NFP day. I'm going to go live at 3 o'clock GMT plus 2 on Friday for hopefully a live trading session if my compliance team agrees. This is it from my side today, guys. Join me again tomorrow, same time, same place, for another great round of market talks. Until then, remember to trade responsibly, and may all your trades be in the money. And click subscribe. Have a nice day.